Hey everyone, I'm Casey Jordan. Welcome to my channel, where every week we share hilarious videos that'll keep you entertained and laughing. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to share, give a thumbs up, and subscribe. Your support means a lot and helps us keep the fun going. When your son has to be held by you to fall asleep, but you need to go out, you can never imagine what your husband will come up with to get him to sleep. When you ask your husband to bathe the cat at home, the whole bathroom turns into a battleground. I know having a dog makes life much more interesting, but I never imagined that dogs would even synchronize their tail wags. Usually, when you have a cat at home, it becomes the boss of the house. But if you also have a lizard, even the cat will be left feeling confused. When you're on a road trip with a friend, but suddenly realize that the steering wheel in their car is crooked, should you prepare to jump out of the car or call for help? I've always been curious if anyone would ever take something directly from a vending machine without paying, and to my surprise, this little boy actually tried to do it. Cats usually love to sleep when they're bored. But the thing is, cats are absolutely the best at finding the perfect spots. He actually found the place in the entire school that perfectly matches his sleeping position. I know a lot of people choose to have a tow truck transport their car, but bro, I really want to know how much you charge for this job. I honestly think if an accident happens, you won't be able to cover the cost. When you ask your husband to put your son to sleep, but instead, your son ends up putting your husband to sleep, what do? There are many strange buildings in the world. For example, this one, I have no idea what the purpose of its design is. When your husband takes the dog and his friends to sing karaoke, and even your dog falls asleep in such a noisy environment, you just know he's not coming home tonight. There are many traffic accidents in the world that are impossible to explain. If it weren't for this video, I bet the man would have thought he encountered a supernatural event. When your hamster misbehaves, you can pretend you're going to take him to feed the fish, and he'll instantly become very obedient. At every prom, there's always one guy who gets drunk and becomes completely wild on the dance floor. I know pranking your wife at home might seem fun, but bro, pranking her like this is definitely not going to end well. I know a lot of unexpected things can happen during sea transport, like encountering pirates. But this is the first time I've seen a cargo ship crash into a bridge. This kind of accident is like driving your car and suddenly realizing the engine is gone. It's such a rare occurrence. When your city gets flooded due to heavy rain, and you suddenly notice that power lines have fallen into the water and are leaking electricity, what do? When you bring home your newly bought sofa, only to have your cat use it to sharpen its claws, what do? When your dog plays with its tail on the sofa for a long time, only to realize it's actually the cat's tail, he quickly understands that today might be his last day. When you open the cabinet and suddenly see your cat looking like this, I guess 99% of people would be scared. I swear everyone who has both a dog and a cat at home knows that every time, it's always the cat who wins. When you watch this video, you should realize that a hairstyle is very important for any animal. When guys go out drinking with their friends, there's always one who does something completely incomprehensible after getting drunk. Like this guy, who, after drinking, firmly believed that his car should be filled with beer instead of engine oil. I swear, cats are definitely the most incomprehensible animals in the world. These kinds of funny things are something no dog would ever do. When your cat keeps running outside to steal food, only this method will get him to come back home. Some accidents are completely inexplicable. For example, this car, I have no idea where that huge water pipe came from. I guess this cat is definitely in love. It actually wants to try working out on its own. I don't know how this dog was trained, but this is definitely the funniest Halloween costume for a dog I've ever seen. When your wife drives your newly bought Maybach and tries to make a U-turn on a narrow road, everyone watches in disbelief as she damages the rear bumper. After you argue with your wife, you never know what funny things she'll do to your dog. I never imagined a Samoyed could look like a bear. It's just too cute. When your wife drives for the first time at night, you never know how terrifying the atmosphere inside the car can be. If you need to deliver a package right now, but you have to pass through these 4 supercars, would you go or not? You can never imagine what will happen after a golden retriever has its food taken away. I guess this poodle has no idea what's going on. I don't know what happened to this bird, but its soul has clearly stayed here. To be honest, I never thought some dogs actually wag their tails while they're sleeping.